Hello guys, once again welcome back to another Android app development tutorial. From this video onwards, we are going to learn about how to place dialogues in your Android app. The recommended way of display dialog is by using a dialog fragment. So if you're using dialog fragment, it will effectively handle dialog lifecycle events such as user press the back button or the device orientation changes, etc. So here I am going to create a simple dialog using dialog fragment. So I am going to create a separate class for the dialog fragment. Here I name it as fire missile fragment, and this class needs to extend dialog fragment. And here you can see two dialog fragments are available. First one is a dialog fragment with the Android framework, and second one is a dialog fragment with the support library. This is because the dialog fragment is available from Android version 3.0 and above. If your app support Android version lower than 3.0, you can use the support library version of dialog fragment. Otherwise, you can direct dialog fragment. Anyway, here I am going to use the support library version of dialog fragment. So now for creating the dialog, here I am going to override one of lifecycle method of dialog fragment. Here I am going to override the onCreate dialog method. From this method, we have to return an object of dialog. So here I am going to create an object of alert dialog builder object. By using the builder object, we can create the dialog. So alert dialog dot builder, new builder. Here we have to pass the context. This is a fragment, so I pass get activity. So now we can specify the properties of the dialog using this builder object. You can set title, you can set message, you can set buttons, etc. You can set title by calling the set title method. You can set message by calling the set message method. But these methods are optional. Anyway, here I am going to set some message on the dialog. Set message fire missile. Okay. So in a dialog, you can add up to 3 buttons: a positive button, a negative button, and a neutral button. So here in this example, I am going to add 2 buttons to this dialog, a positive and negative button. So for setting positive button, you have to call the method called set positive button. Here the first parameter is the label of the button. Here I specify the label as fire. Second parameter is the click listener for the button. So here I use an interface from dialog interface and override a method called onClick. So when user click the positive button, this method will invoke. Now I am going to add some negative button for the dialog. So for setting negative button, you can call the set negative button method. Here also the same thing. First parameter is the label for the button. So here I specify the label as cancel. Now specify the event listener. Okay. So now the dialog is ready, builder is ready. Now we need to return an object of dialog from this method. For that, you have to call the create method on the builder object. So builder.create. Okay. So now here we can display some message when user click the positive and negative buttons. Missile fired. Okay. So display some message on the negative button also. Operation cancelled. Okay, so now the dialog is ready. Now you can display the dialog by creating an object of this class, and you have to call the show method on that object. So here we have the click method of the button, on click method for the button. So from this method, here I am going to display the dialog. So first create an object of the class. Now you have to call the show method. So this method need at least two parameters. First one is a fragment support fragment manager, and second one is a tag for the fragment transaction. So here I pass the support fragment manager. Now the second parameter is a string for the fragment transaction. Missile dialog. Okay. So now we can test the project. So I run the project. Okay, now the project available on this virtual device. Now display the dialog. So here we have a symbol dialog. This is the message, and we have two buttons, a positive button and a negative button. So first I select the positive button. Now display the dialog again. Now select the negative button. So this is how we create a simple alert dialog using dialog fragment. I hope you understand this concept. For getting more Android tutorial updates, please subscribe this channel now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.